We we live? Every time I go live tonight, there are less and less people. I don't think I've ever hit this button and there were zero. You seen that backstage? There's a big goose egg right there. It's a big giant goose egg. It's going up. Okay. Look. I'm going to count to 10. I'm going to watch the screen. If nothing happens after 10 seconds, we're moving on. Count with me, people in the crowd. Ready? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Let's do the worm. The worm, okay? We're good? Backstage, we look good? Give me a thumbs up if we look good backstage. Okay. All right. We're doing it, people. Let's pretend like none of that ever happened. Look, I got it worked out for real this time. I'm not kidding. I'm being completely honest. We got it. We got it. Whew. I just told my backstage guest, backstage, I don't mean the back, like downstairs stuff. Come on, people. Get your mind out of the gutter. I said, I feel like I'm getting ready to bungee jump. You get the butterflies in the tummy skin? But we're okay now. We got it worked out. Tech stuff. Luckily, my guest here, he's a big tech guy. He said, hey, stupid, there's a button you push here. What's the matter? You get dropped on your head one too many times? I said, one? One too many times? Oh, boy. Anyway. All right, here we go. Audio sounds good. Video looks good. Good evening, everybody. Here we are. We were supposed to start at around 9:30, but that's how it goes. At least you West Coast people, you get to watch the show at a normal time. You don't have to watch at 5 o'clock in the afternoon on your way home from work. It's good to see everybody. Thanks for coming by again, and again. What are we going to do, right? We're just dealing with it. We're rolling with the punches, people. You know what I mean? Roll with it, baby. Thursday night, it's been quite a while since we've done a Thursday. Matter of fact, it's been about 16 months-ish. Somewhere between 16 months and 9 years. Somewhere, I'm not good at math, all right? I'm just saying. It's good to be back. My cherished, and I'm quickly garnering some heavy feelings for this guest. I just want you to know, I'm all man. I'm just saying, I only ride one side of the fence, but this guy's kind of got me thinking. I'm just saying. Some people are good at giving hugs. I'm just going to leave it at that. You know what I mean? So we got a rock session for you tonight. You're going, rock? And I go, yeah, rock. Have you seen the channel before? It's essentially 99.9% rock. In some respect, it's rock. But we got some, myself, I got late 60s into the mid 70s rock. Hard rock. I'm not talking about your bread and the other nonsense. You know, we're not doing any yacht rock. Got some good classic shit lined up for you people. Maybe I played some of this in the past. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. The feller's brain just, it's in one ear and out the other anymore. Either way, it's some pretty rad shit. Now, I'd like to introduce my guest for the first time. And let me tell you, we become what they call fast friends. Fast friends, if you look up the definition, it's when you're just kind of digging around in the record store and you look across, the dude sees you got like a Shinky Chen record and he goes, dude, that's a great album. Next thing you know, you're out eating tacos at the taco stand. You're laughing, having a good laugh. Next thing you know, you're good buddies. Where's this guy been my whole life? Is what you're saying to yourself. That's how I feel about this guy. Maybe we should bring him up. We'll introduce him. We'll have a little mini chat. And then we'll get into the music. You know the situation. We got a half an hour of music set up between us. Half an hour for my guest, half an hour for myself. Do 15 minutes, go over to guest, 15, back to me, and back. We're doing the ping pong thing because it works. All right? Let's bring him up. You probably know this guy. He's got a great collection. Learned feller. Likes to give you some factoids along with the music. And is like a whiz with the tech. you're seeing all the stuff and the floating around spheres and everything, and he's got a record, but you can only see the record turning, and he's got a little bubble where his head is. I'm like, how's this guy doing this? Ends up he's like a demigod. So I'm assuming that's probably what it is. So it's my buddy. You got to call him Piper, unless you know him personally, and you can call him Chris. This guy's from the Piper channel, the vinyl Piper. He plays the music flute, and all the rats follow him. Isn't that the Piper story? He's like a rat catcher, auditory rat catcher. Let's bring him up and say hi to a feller tonight. There he is.
Well, I got to go now. It's been 2 hours, and I have to go to work tomorrow, but thank you for having me here.
It's good having you, buddy. Look, take care. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, let's bring him back. Come on. We were just joking. Yeah, I'm used to you having your big Santa beard. Where's the beard at, my man? Paste on?
It's March. It's a paste on.
All right.
It's March. Paste. But no, I always have a real one.
I just paste on this one gray part. That's it.
I don't know how I've gone so long and not know about you. I guess I didn't watch streams on Saturdays or whenever you did them. And now I'm looking, and you've done this for so long. I'm like, where has he been? We have a really good, similar interest in music, and then it's totally different. It's like there's a big line there, but it's interesting. I love what I've seen you do. So
I appreciate it. Thank you. I think without patting myself on the back, my shoulder hurts, or I would. I usually got my back patter, but she's not here tonight, so I'll be patting my own self. You know what that's like to pat yourself when you're alone, right?
Yeah.
Wife goes out or something. It's just I'm in the mood to be patted. So what do? You take care of business. I think we were the first probably to have the multi-stream thing going. And like I said, this was kind of the culmination between an idea that somebody had. John Bipp used to come by here. And we were talking about music. He was on another stream. And he goes, we should do like more than one like DJ spinning music. And I was like, dude, that's fucking genius. But was kind of the idea guy, and I kind of brought it to fruition. I made the tech. If you don't know, I'm big on tech. I'm just like a tech whiz. I don't know if you've noticed, tonight just went off like without a hitch.
Your internet is stellar, really good.
Good, thank you. Isn't it funny what one little click will do? Yeah, so we kind of got the 3 DJ thing going. And it started this whole craze. Nobody's ever live streamed 3 DJs doing vinyl simultaneously. And it started this kind of trend. And you had people 2 doing it, and you had 3 people. I've even seen like 5 or 6 people doing it at the same time. So they kind of took the ball and ran with it. In my estimation, got a bit convoluted. But that's neither here nor there. We'll talk nonsense next time, and I get a few beers in me. But yes, it was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed kicking my computer just now. You ever buy a pair of sneakers and they look okay in pants, but then when you wear them with shorts, you go, man, these things are like Frankenfooters. They're massive. Anyway, they're way too big. Like the construction, they're just massive. So I find myself kicking everything all over the place. We had a lot of good fun. We played a lot of really great stuff, and like we were talking backstage, there was a lot of diversity. Not DEI. There's just plain diversity, your everyday diversity. We all kind of aligned, but we kind of veered off a little bit gently into some other paths. And it really made for an excellent stream because we all had a little bit something different to offer. And we kind of focused on the idea that we had a little something different to offer. Even if we said 60s, Randy would go this way, John and I, and we'd all kind of tie it together, but we'd be a little bit different. So a lot of fun doing that. I'd like to think maybe this is kind of the resurrection 2.0 of that kind of vibe. Because like you're saying, I believe, besides myself and Randy, I think we're on relatively the same wavelength. Just because you like a lot of 90s stuff too, and so do I. Randy digs all the psych and the classic stuff. He likes garage and punk and all that kind of stuff, but he doesn't veer into the 90s. I have a lot of trouble finding people that love the 90s stuff, and you love the 90s stuff.
Yeah.
So it's good to have you here. Thanks. I appreciate you coming by. I know it's late. It's late where you are.
Thank you for having me. It's 8:25. It's late where you are.
Yeah, like I said, I got just about nothing to do tomorrow, so it's the perfect time.
How often do you have like three people and then you got the same songs or you got the same records? That happen too often?
Not when we stream. We've never
Do
done
you
the same thing when we streamed.
Right, right.
Like our set lists have never been. We've never played the same thing the same night. If that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. I'm a little upset that this is probably the lowest number I've ever fucking had in here, and I gotta tell you, I'm a little upset. But I can't blame anyone but myself.
I do morning streams and eight's a nice healthy number for me. 8 to 12, I'm happy. 6 in the morning,
I think I'm
that works.
typically like 25 to 40. So this is fucking lame. Oh, King just showed up. Oh, wait a minute. It says 14, and on my phone it says 8. There's King.
Hello
I just
there,
want to say hi.
Wyoming
You mind
Day.
if I say hi to some people in the
You
crowd
do your
real
thing.
quick?
Do your thing.
Sorry about that, guys. Usually I do my thing,
Yeah,
and
you
we
do.
say hi. Zor's in the house. Kimba's in the house. Wonderful. I love when the women show up. Mick's in the house. Yo, Mick. Chris, Mr. Piper's in the house. Lisa's in the house. She said, third time is the charm. Hi, people. Who else? Sir Nick. My man, he's out there hanging out with us tonight. Probably hand building some kind of vacuum tubes for some crazy device. Who else we got? Zor's here again. King, Breakfast King's in the house. Good to see you, buddy. He typed in the chat like yesterday when I put up the notice. He's like, what did he say, fucking A or something like that? Or fuck yeah? I think he said fuck yeah. Dave's in the house. Good to see you, Dave. How you doing, buddy? Dave was up with us last time on the channel, hanging out, had some nice chats. Showed himself the Tripod album. Now, this is a person I never thought in a billion years would ever buy any Alice in Chains, because you know how much I hate Alice in Chains. Anybody who knows me knows I despise Alice in Chains. Even though I've seen them a bunch of times, I have Lane's book, I have, some OG, Alice in Chains. Seen them at Lollapalooza, 1993 in Philadelphia, right after they tore down the JFK. I saw them. Lollapalooza was there. Alice in Chains was there. Tool was there.
Yeah.
Primus was there. Primus played 2 stages that day. So, yes, I absolutely love Alice in Chains. It's good to see Dave, jumped on the Alice in Chains wagon, which is cool. How do you feel about, because you're really strictly an OG guy, which we've discussed, the niche within a niche kind of thing. How do you feel about a record that you've hypothetically paid $1,000 for, now you're finding is getting repressed and someone can buy it for $30? What's your take on that?
I like that. Part of my stream is I'll just play a rare record and then try to help people. Here's a good reissue. Noble Records is kicking ass with what he's reissuing, and same with Lance at Permanent Records. I really enjoy it. I've started earlier when I was a Pink Floyd collector in the 90s, where there wasn't those type of reissues. I was getting picture sleeves, so it was all original. So I've got originals in my head. I love the song could be crap, but I love the picture sleeve, or I love the historic aspect of it. And I've always kept that. So if I like something, I'll stream it. If I like it a lot, I'll get the reissue. And if I like it even more, I'll get the original. And it's just part of how I collect. I enjoy it.
It's a nice thing to hear. It's refreshing to hear. Typically, when you hear the majority of the OG collectors that I know, they actually get a little angry or bent out of shape. I think it's typically the money side of it, that you searched and found this OG for an ungodly amount of money, and some dink now gets to buy it for $25. So you just ruined everything. You ruined it.
I think it makes it more valuable. More people will like it and want it, and then there's all these other new breed of OG collectors. So
Yeah.
it works. And I'm not one I'll play this original. This is way better than what Noble Records just did. I don't even hear the difference most of the time. I'm not an audiophile, but I want the OGs. I want the inner or whatever might have came with the original pressing.
Yeah.
And then if I really love it, I want the stereo, and then I want the mono, and then I want the UK version. It's an obsession.
You're a variant guy. You like the variants.
Definitely.
Yeah. Captain Spaulding's in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Who else? I'm sorry, Nick. Yeah, Nick's in the crowd. I already said hi to him. I don't want to miss anybody. It's good to see you, buddy. I think Captain Spaulding lives in maybe PA or something like that, Pennsylvania.
So in the 90s, were you, when the whole grunge thing happened, like when did you hear Nirvana? Do you remember?
It was not super early. It was more around when we had a local record store that was fucking amazing. They had all the import. You ever find those anomalies, those record stores, and the dudes in there, they're not just running a record store. They have a passion for music. This place had all the crazy Greek imports and weird singles from bands, and I saw the Bleach. There was an advanced copy of Bleach, but it was on CD, and that's the first time that I believe that I heard Nirvana was a little bit before Bleach came out. They had some weird like home burned copies or something. There was just a rudimentary written name on it and stuff like that. Maybe some advanced CDs or something like that. Maybe a radio station got it. I'm not sure, but not from this country either. That was around the time that I found Nirvana.
So that's 89, yeah.
Yeah, so it was I loved it. I loved it. I'm not a huge punk fan, but it had some punky aspects to it, but it had enough of that kind of rock vibe that I kind of stuck to. It was very again, it was very basement-esque, you know, it was very raw, cloudy kind of, but there was something there that just kind of bit me.
Back then, I grew up in Seattle. I grew up in the suburbs of Seattle. They played at my community college May of 89, and there's a video on YouTube of it. It's great, but I remember at the time you couldn't hear his voice, his lyrics. I'm like, I like Soundgarden way better, but that switched years later, and I've liked Nirvana more, but I still love Soundgarden. But I remember just being annoyed that I couldn't understand what he was singing about.
Do you have a I know your answer to the Nirvana question. Do you have a favorite Soundgarden album?
The early stuff, for sure. The EP Loud Love reminds me when I first tried to move to Los Angeles. That kind of came out like in 1990. I'm old, and that they played at the Palladium or someplace, and I didn't have enough money to go see it, but someone gave me the Loud Love, the EP, and I love it. I just love that early stuff before 1991. This one, no, did I hit that?
No, that's me.
So
that's probably the only time I'll do it.
early stuff for sure. The Sub Pop 200, the couple tracks that Soundgarden do on that. But my favorite is Mother Love Bone. That's my favorite Seattle era band from the
Awesome.
80s.
Yeah,
And
cool.
then go into Temple of the Dog and Pearl Jam. The first year I collected live Pearl Jam tapes in 90 and 91 before their album came out. After, I've always loved that. And then I've always been a Pink Floyd fan at that same time, but I was broke when grunge was big, so I just went. Mudhoney, I love that. And I find I play grunge more in the afternoons. Psych's always in the morning. I don't know why. I like playing it in the morning.
We got a comment from Lisa. She says she absolutely adores Nirvana.
Oh yeah,
So we can see here.
but yeah, no,
Pearl Jam 10. Lisa likes Pearl Jam 10.
Pearl Jam 10.
I like Versus better than I like 10. So I think it'd be Versus and then 10.
Once Versus came out, I was done with Pearl Jam until 2009. I stopped, and I was done. I don't know, it changed, and then it was great because in 2009 I went back. I'm like, well, they weren't that bad, and I had to get all the other records. But I collected every live show from '90, that the tour they did with Red Hot Chili Peppers, the December of '90 and all of '91. I collected the live cassettes as it was happening. It was fun. Goldmine magazine, and put an ad in Goldmine magazine and just say, hey, I'm looking for these live shows. And Pearl Jam was great.
Yeah.
I saw it many times.
Yeah, keep your ears open. Chris is going to be giving away his entire live Pearl Jam bootleg collection soon. Just keep your eyes open. Go check out his channel. He usually gives them away in the morning. If you can get up 6 in the morning, for you East Coast people, they'll have a little present for you. Maybe not. I could have just been making that whole thing up. I typically don't do this because I just feel it's unnecessary, but thank you for the Cycle LP.
Oh, yes.
I know you hated it because it wasn't OG. So
I
essentially, you paid to throw it away, but I do appreciate it nonetheless.
I have two reissues of that. I don't have the OG, but I have another reissue. So
I got
I
this
buy
nice English
reissues.
press if you want to buy it from me.
An English reissue press?
Yeah, of the Cycle LP. Yeah,
Right. No,
it's
I have it. I
oh, you
have the
have. Oh,
reissue.
okay.
I just don't
I
have
was
an
gonna.
OG.
I would have given you a good price.
Right. Thank you.
I didn't pay too much for it. I got a good deal.
Groovy Lisa, I never liked Blur or Supergrass or Pulp or Oasis at the time. I do like them more now.
I call them no aces.
And Nick, yes, the Red Hot Chili Peppers with Pearl Jam and Smashing Pumpkins. I've got that post. It's in my office. I've got a poster behind me of that tour poster. Great tour.
Cool. All right. So it's great to have you on board. Thanks again for coming by. Appreciate it. Thanks for the help with the tech stuff. He goes, "Hey, stupid, did you click this one thing?" And I go, "What?" Anyway, we clicked it, and now we're good. So I don't think anything's been happening since. Crisis averted. So I was going to say we can let you start the first because you're a guest, but I don't really care that you're a guest. This is my channel, and I want to start. Anywho, look, we're both a couple dry, We've got a certain type of humor. I tend to call it a polarizing humor because somebody would go, "Man, you guys fucking hate each other." And we go, "Yeah, what about it?" That's pretty much it, right? What else do you say? I got my list. You big on lists?
I am a list guy.
Yeah. Do you feel like you can't get through a day unless you make a list of things that you have to do?
I can get through it, but I'm way more productive if I have a list to cross out.
You find you're more efficient.
Yeah.
There's nothing left, in the lurch. I feel the same way. And every time I don't make a list, there's always one thing that I forgot. That I say, just this one thing. Oh, you like that, Sean? That's my, this is my King Buffalo shirt. You know those guys? You know King Buffalo, Chris?
I do. I don't have any King Buffalo, but I know of King Buffalo.
Did you check out my interview I did on my channel with the whole band?
No, you have too many videos. It'd be hard to do that.
I haven't listened to it since I posted it. I'm a little cringy. I don't know that I want to hear it. I'm just going to remember it being fucking an awesome interview.
I think today I came across the Bang interview.
Yes.
And I started listening to that for a little while. And
They're all
I'll
from
get
Philly.
back to it.
King Buffalo's from New York. I met both of the bands. I met Bang in Philadelphia. I met King Buffalo when they were in Philadelphia at the Unitarian Church doing a show in the basement. You know those church basements, they're always fun. Real dichotomy. It's a really strange vibe when you go to the basement of a church and there's people smoking weed and drinking beer and like right up in the same place they have like daycare, Christian daycare, like the next day. Very strange thing. Philly's kind of strange like that.
That's how they supplement their income.
Adrian, see, we get women here, Chris.
Oh,
Adrian, wow. She's an actual woman. She's a real woman. And she lives in Hawaii.
Hello, Adrian. Hello, Dagon.
Yeah, I don't know. We got, thank you. Is it Dagon?
Dagon, yeah.
Or Dagon?
I've always said Dagon. I don't know. I've never met him in person.
I think my lady told me that is that's a city from Christianity or something. Kimba, put down what you told me. Dagon was. I think it's a biblical place. I thought it was a place where you bought all the wands from Harry Potter, but I'm seldom right when it comes to this kind of stuff, so I leave it alone. Good to see you, Adrian. Thanks for coming by. And Dagon, thanks for coming by as well. I don't think he's ever been here before, so I'm assuming he's here because Chris is here.
Every morning I stream at 6 a.m., and he's like the first one who comes up and says, hey. One of them. So thank you, Dagon.
Kimba says he's a fish god in Ashdod. That sounds like a punk song name, doesn't it? Is that like Lark's Tongue in Aspic? Fish god in Ashdod? I don't know. I don't want to anger the heavy Christians out there. I'm just going to retract that. Let's pretend like we didn't hear that. Thanks for coming by. Let's play some music. What do you say? You think we've yapped enough? I just want to kind of make up for the nonsense, you know?
Can I ask you a question or a favor?
Yeah, I'm going to make Dagon a mod while you ask your question.
Can you pull your beard? Is that real? If you were to pull that, like just kind of grab it a little bit. Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Did you have milk? Is that why you spilt it on the side? You had some milk before we went on? Okay.
It's white. It's the pencil that we use to color in the tread on the
I know.
on your tire when you got like raised letters and you want them to show. it's that.
Okay, it's creative.
I have been accused of having the paste on beard. I pasted on worse things than a beard, so I didn't really take that too personally. Okay, so I'm going to play some great music. I'll just show you what I got while I'm playing. Okay? I'm not going to run down a whole list and bore everybody, and then they forget what order it's in, and they go, can you put it down in chat? I don't want to do it. I'm not as efficient as Chris. He puts all the stuff and it's rolling across the screen and everything, and I just want to sit here and just play music. So I got already lined up and ready to go. You ready to hear some music, Chris?
Let's do it. Let's rock.
Okay, it's great to have you. Don't forget to shut your mic off in case you're over there burping or farting or whatever. I don't know. You're an old guy, so maybe you're full of gas or something. I don't know. Maybe your wife comes in and starts yelling at you. What, are you still hanging out with that asshole?
She was wondering if you figured your shit out yet.
I did. Tell her it's a Jersey thing, all right?
Yeah.
Just blame it on Jersey. Okay, here we go. I'm going to shut my mic off. We're going to listen to some music. 15 minutes, and then we're moving over to Chris.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Ready?
Do it.
Singing songs of the dead, laughing when people cry. And all at once the sky turned black and the damn mist began to dry. The mountain filled with herds of men and destroyed the grass in the valley. The people's faces grew thick and thin as they ran in circles like follies. Sitting here lonely, singing them songs of the dead. Sing the song of the dead and laugh when my brothers cried. Then all at once the sky turned black and the damn mist began to dry. We went straight up just like a wilderness storm and the clouds looked like dust on my feet. Where is it that we've gone? Is it heaven or hell or is it somewhere in between? Sitting here lonely singing the song of the dead. the sky turned black and the damn mist began to dry. All at once I was back on the earth in the depths of a grave and alive. Now this seems somewhat strange to me, cause I can hear no one cry. Sitting here lonely, singing the songs of the dead.
That sounded good.
There you go. We're just getting started. Maybe you'll know this one, Chris. Ready, Zor? I see that comment.
I can't love
See that, Chris? Watch.
Your day's life, because no time. You're forever, you die when you die. Hear my call and come to me. Hear my call and be part of me. Now.
Here, hold this for me. Where'd Chris go? Had to go poopy?
That was great. Well, I've been here 3 hours. I had to go pee.
Okay. All right, I got 2 more songs. You hope you're enjoying it.
This is great. This is great.
Yeah, that's Peppermint Records. Probably know that.
Peppermint Records have been kicking ass.
Yes. They did Bull Run, and I don't know about this next one. I'll have to look. Here we go.
Come
There you go. Set number one in the books.
That was nice. That was good.
Let me just put the echo on for 1 minute. Got to remember to over. Okay, we should be good now. Yeah, what'd you think of that? You've not heard of Heavy Rain?
No, I have not heard. I don't even remember hearing the name Heavy Rain. That guitar tone was great.
It's great. It's one of those. I think you maybe brought this up on one of your streams, or excuse me, somebody did at some point of the. I think it was you. It was one of those whole acetate in the attic finds, been recorded since the early 70s, but never pressed, never put out. The daughter of the singer or guitar player, she actually showed up to one of my streams. And she says, yeah, this was found essentially in an attic, or it was a completed project that just never came to fruition. So after the majority of the band members died, or all of them, the daughter brought it upon herself to get this put out.
Nice.
And it's great. It's super Sabbathy and crunchy. It's everything you'd want from a found, unreleased album. If we could only find those consistently, what a wonderful world it would be, right?
Was that a peppermint? Was that the peppermint one?
The
Who put that out?
The Bull Run is the peppermint.
Yeah.
Who did put this out? Oh, it's a Gearson.
Oh, Gearson. Love Gearson. They're killing it.
In conjunction with some other labels.
Yeah.
But yes, that's a really good one. That's something you really like. People throw that term around loosely, but proto metal, proto doom. There's some doomy stuff on there. There's a song called Leper's Castle. It's like this extended song. It's got weird chains rattling effects in the background. Super doomy, gloomy shit. Very cool stuff. Chris,
Sounded good.
please tell the crowd what you have in store for us, or maybe give us a little tease and show us later.
Well, I didn't really get the memo that we're just playing songs. So I've got like a side. I've got two sides. I'm playing two sides. But the first side of this one band is two songs, and that's almost 15 minutes. It's 14 minutes and 20 seconds. I timed it. And I'm sure you know it. I played you a little bits, but it's the first song of the Brown Acid, the third trip. It's what I already forgot. What the hell is this? Grand Theft. So
tell the crowd, give them a little bit of backstory on the Brown Acid series. I'll go grab my companion 8-track to show you.
So Lance at Permanent Records and with Riding Easy, they put out all these singles. They were single hard rocks and compilations. They're like at 21 of them. But on the third trip, track one is Grand Theft, and they're a band from Seattle, Washington in 1972. The single is super rare. The EP is less rare. I'm going to play side one of the EP. And the EP is so rare that there's a bootleg from Italy called Grand Theft. And it's 2 tracks on each side. It was done in quad. But before I get into that, show us a track of Brown Acid. That's so cool. I wonder if Lance has seen that. I would love to show him a photo of some of these, because Lance is a local record store. Permanent Records is local to me.
$1,000 out the door. I'm kidding. I wouldn't sell those. I enjoy my Brown Acids.
Those are great.
So you've got one. You're going to play a whole side.
I'm going to play 2 tracks. Two tracks of Grand Theft. And in 1972 in Mercer Island, that is Seattle, this band was known as Bluebird, and they were a folk rock band that would open for all the big bands of the day in Seattle in 67, 68, 69. And then they were doing some studio time in 72, and they heard Grand Funk, and they're like, we could do that. How is Grand Funk so popular? And we're doing these little singles. So they finished early, and they just went and recorded this album, and just it's a parody of Grand Funk, just crazy guitar, crazy lyrics. They just did it one off. They pressed it, they did it, recorded in quad, and then it just kind of, they sold 1,000 copies, and then it just went away. And I love it. I've looked for this for years and finally found the EP. And then once I got the EP, then Lance told me, oh, it's on track 1, this first song that you're going to hear. So it is crazy, hard rock, heavy metal, craziness, but I love it. The second song is talking about Herpes. It's about them going to get a hamburger. Herpes was a Northwest Seattle hamburger joint, and they were just like, we want to go get a hamburger. And they wrote lyrics really fast, and they did it, and it rocks. So I thought this would be my good inaugural presentation, these 2 tracks from this album, and that'll be my first set. Did that work?
Not to be confused with Herpes.
Herpes. Exactly.
They didn't go out real quick to get some herpes.
And they were hard to get because they came out in a plain white DJ type sleeve, and all you can see is a made in Canada. And so people in the Northwest would find these and in the DJ section, and now it's an $800 record, and just for 4 tracks. So let's go. Let's see if this works.
Yes, I love this first track. Hold your ears, people. Turn your stereo up super loud for the first 4 seconds of this song. Give them hell.
It's eating me alive!
Love that so much.
There's a roller, Terry.
How was that?
That was extra crispy.
I thought that would be a good thing to start up my time on your channel with that
Beautiful.
side.
That's exactly what the crowd wants to hear, man. And we like to try to accommodate them when we can. Yeah, there's no doubt. Even if you tried, you couldn't not hear the Grand Funk influence, especially that when they're singing about going to the hamburger place. I'm getting closer to Herfy's or whatever it is.
Herpes.
Great stuff.
That was good. I love that. That was that EP. This EP has been a grail of mine for many years, and finally I picked it up in November.
That's great. I love it.
Cost me a bunch of money.
So, quick backstory on that. If you didn't already, just a couple bullet points. That's been repressed how many times or pressed?
I think only twice.
You have the
I have an
later
Italian.
one?
I have an Italian version. I have the OG. This is the one that they put out that we just played, and it's
When did this come out initially? When was this
72.
72. Show that
1972.
artwork again, because that is so 1984.
Well, there is no artwork to the original. The original, all it has is a made in Canada. This is the original. I only showed the artwork because it's the only artwork. It's from Italy in the 80s, like 88.
Yes, which makes
that's
total
all
sense
it
that
is.
somebody would say this is what this
Yeah.
sounds like to me in 88. And seeing
There's-
how many years the Italians are behind America when it comes to heavy music, it's actually more like an 84 album cover as far as the art goes.
There's that label, that Ancient Greece label. Have you heard of that label?
What label?
Ancient Greece.
Yes, actually, I just signed up to their email notifications, their newsletters or whatever.
On their webpage, they have one link that says Grand Theft. So apparently they're going to put this out. It just has, and they announced it like 2 years ago. Nothing's happened, but they're the next one to put it out, which I can't wait.
Is that the one you said, I'm not sure if I can say this, about them repressing it? Because then I saw a Noble Records video, and it's
No.
like, yeah, they're going to repress this album. It's going to be like $25.
No, the Noble Records one came
What
out
was that
last
one?
Friday. I'm streaming that in the morning at 6 a.m. and I'm forgetting the name. I have it behind me. I haven't taken it out of the box. And I didn't know the album, but the one that Permanent Records is putting out that we can't talk about, God, I'm forgetting the name, but it's a biggie, and it is coming
Yeah.
this year.
I thought it was funny that you weren't sure if you should say it, and then there was a video from like a month ago, and he already mentioned that.
Well, no,
They're
I
gonna-
think that's a different record.
Is it? So
Yeah, I
there's a
think-
third record we're not thinking about?
Right, well, because Lance at Permanent Records, and what's the name of that record? I was playing. I don't remember.
It was on that. I thought it was on that label we were talking about.
Ancient Greece.
Yes. I could have swore that's the label he said this repress is coming out on. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let's not split hairs. Next thing you know, we're getting into politics and all, man. I don't want to do it. Katya. We got a Katya in the crowd tonight. You know this person?
Katya, I do. She comes to my channels in the mornings.
We got another transplant. Good to see you. Good evening. Thank
Hello,
you for
Katya.
stopping by our humble stream to share in some lovely music. The best ever. I defy you to find a channel that's putting out better content. Besides, obviously, Mr. Piper's channel is putting out some great stuff too. Don't forget to go sub him up. And get up to set your clock for 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
You East Coasters. You won't
Most-
regret it.
Most
the
people
one-
play it back.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Okay. Thank you for that first set. And just so you know, don't go anywhere because we still have 2 sets. We got my set coming up second half, and then we have Mr. Piper's set coming up yet after my set. So, I already have mine all set up. I'm going to play you a little band, a little relatively unknown band from New Jersey. The one thing I will say about this band is you can find them in the Acid Archives, which is where I discovered them. There's a picture and everything. And you've got to appreciate the high-end album art. I mean, come on.
I'm
If
dying
that
for
F
that
isn't
OG.
worth the price of admission alone, I don't know what is.
That is high on my list for an OG.
It's like the Brits, how they put the U in flavor.
Mm.
They got the E on Saint. I mean, come on, dude. You'd never know. You'd think this was a British band. But these guys are from New Jersey. So I got that up first.
No, I didn't know New Jersey.
Whoa, what?
I didn't know they were from New Jersey.
All right, I was going to say, whoa, hold on now. Let's give Katya a wrench. Come on, we're going to wrench her up.
Oh, you do wrenches here. Do I have a wrench?
I give standard wrenches. You? No.
I'm gonna hit a couple things.
I'm going to give you actually a managing moderator wrench,
wow.
Chris. You get the big boy wrench.
If I was you, I'd block me.
I give them the people so if any dinks come in here and they feel hurt by what some trolls may say, they just boot them out. But they can't boot each other out when you're wrenched. So that's the fun. Is once you get a wrench, you're probably a decent person, or at least you haven't proven yourself to be a bad person just yet. But we'll find out if you are. Okay, let's set up the second set. I got it all set. I was going to do 4. If we get everything done and we got a minute, I may play the 7th album, but I'm omitting it for now. But here we go. Ready to go, my friend?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. What's up, Brian?
Got a little girl, always just so fine. Always be my lover, but she never really mine. Let's bring it to a home. Throughout what we trying to tell him, gotta find a new way. Something gonna try to keep this alive on a long slow road, on a long slow road. Is it really that way? Or is love all the same? Can I take much more of this? Do I have to lie? Let's bring it to a halt. Do I put each other coming? Gotta find a new way. Oh, think of something. Gonna try to keep this alive on a long slow road. On a long slow road.
That was nice.
You like that? You got that one?
I did. No, I don't have that one.
That's an OG. You'd love that, man. Just these things just kind of happen sometimes. I don't go out seeking them, but when you find one and it just happens to be an OG, that just makes it all that much better, right? This was some kind of, I think, radio station thing. There was some kind of listing on here at some point. A little bit of a tag. Somebody tried to take off the wrong way, but the vinyl sounds good. All right, I got one more. You'll like this one, Chris. Let me know if you have this. This is an OG, by the way. just wanted kind of a nice mellow. Sometimes I'll just rip your ears apart for the last song and send you on your way. There are some songs on there that get quite heavy. I showed you that name because you have to know Eric Johnson. I mean, later on he became really famous for guitar stuff and very mainstream. But that's a collaboration with Vince Mariani, the drummer, and Eric Johnson. And that's 1970, Chris.
Wow. I know Eric Johnson. I didn't know that album. That was really good. I might have to pick that one up.
That's on the channel if you want to listen to the whole thing, if you want to get a feel for it. I feel that's something that should be in your collection, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, that was my last one. There's one left over. If we make it through and we want to just play it, it's the only one from older than 1970.
Well, as I was listening to that, I'm like, damn, I need to switch this album. He's getting all hard and heavy, and he's like a rocker dude here. Like, no, I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to keep with what I got here. I love this.
It's difficult sometimes. Even when you're making a set list, I tend to second guess myself after I look at it. And I go, do I really want to commit to this? My entire set list, I actually went in reverse because it got heavier as it went. And I was like, wait, do you want to go mellow to heavy or the opposite way? And it just ends up the way you're pulling them out. But I agree. Just stick to your guns and everything will be fine.
So we're gonna stay in the Northwest. The Grand Theft is from Mercer Island, which is a little town in the middle of Lake Washington in the city of Seattle. We're gonna go down to Oregon, and the original album was strictly from Hunger, by Hunger in Portland. This is a very rare, hard to get album on the public records, and it came out in '69. But before this came out, there was an acetate that was found when you mentioned acetate, and the manager of Hunger was also the manager of Strawberry Alarm Clock. They went and they moved down to LA to make it famous, recorded an album, and Ed King of Strawberry Alarm Clock, the guitar player, and also of Lynyrd Skynyrd,
right?
He added these tracks to all these songs. And then as they found out that the manager of Strawberry Alarm Clock was ripping them off, they went and had to take all the Ed King tracks because Ed King was suing him. And so they took all Ed King's tracks out and all this crazy cool guitar stuff. And then that's what this album is without Ed King. Well, 20 years ago, there was an acetate found at a thrift store or wherever that had the Ed King parts. And that's what I'm going to play. And so I'm playing this, which is the 1968 acetates with Ed King. On my channel, I have both versions. And then on this version, on the screen, I mention how it's different. This is 4 minutes longer than this version. And I do it. This has been my holy grail for a long time. They even played in Los Angeles. It's super. I finally have an original. I have one of the singles. So I'll stop talking, and I'm playing the first three songs. The first three songs are the most dramatic changes from the OG, and I love it. It's organ, it's guitar, it's Portland, and from the Northwest. It ticks all of my box. So here we go.
Let's do it. Good morning, Yvonne.
This is a bootleg that have this, but now and again into releasing, and they do one album of the acetate and one album the official. But this is better, this bootleg.
Lights flashing, images before my eyes, people turning, finally try and realize what is life worth. distance, it flowing with the wind. I see white reflections. This I know can only all the colors of the world I've come from.
One more track. Definitely has that acetate sound. That was it. It was kind of scratchy, but when Now and Again put this album out, they got rid of all the scratchy, but then you lost some of the detail. So I chose to do that, and pretty different than what you had played, but I love these guys. I love this album. It took me a long time to find it. And
That
what'd you
had
think?
more false endings. It had what, 3 false endings? Just you think
Yeah.
it's done, they go back into the harmonizing. Yeah, that's got a lot of keys like Bull Angus does.
Hopefully that didn't lose too many of your viewers. But
It's okay. This
it's
time
Portland's best. Portland's best. That and Dead
good
Moon.
is good. You can't argue good no matter what tempo it is. And
That's all I got.
Yeah, that was a great set, man. I really appreciate you coming by. I think we had an excellent session here tonight. Maybe we'll chat here for a couple minutes, and maybe I'll decide to play one more song here. I know you'll know this one. Maybe we'll play one more in a second. We'll let it simmer for a minute. Give the people time to think about what they just witnessed. Excellent stuff. Very like-minded people in this room. And in the chat, the people in the chat, they know what good is. You can tell.
True, they're still here.
They are still here. I don't even think Nate, because he lives on Mars. I think it's maybe 7 o'clock in the morning in Mars, so he's up early. Sean's here tonight. It's good to see Sean. Yvonne's a new feller hanging out stopping by to hang out. One more side. Zepp wants to hear a whole side. Good to see you, Yvonne. Good to see my buddy Zepp, Lisa, Sean, Nate, Kimba. Who else is hanging out in the background? Kate stopped by. I haven't seen her in a fortnight or 9. Who else? I don't want to miss anybody. Hot Frog stopped by.
That was Hunger
Oh, cool.
from Portland.
Groove Seeker. Good to see you, my friend. How's everything going? You stopped by just in time, unless you've been in the background hiding. You've been listening in the background? I shouldn't say hiding. Isn't that a strange thing when people... You think of when you watch television, the producers of the television show go, there's just a bunch of lurkers. But when you watch a live stream and maybe you don't have anything to add to the conversation, they consider you a lurker, like it's a derogatory thing, like it's some creep in an alley, Strange thing, the whole lurker concept. I know it happens. I don't get it, though, the lurking thing.
So I'm curious, are you pretty much a hard rock kind of guy? Do you do folk? Are you soft, fluffy pop psych? Or where do you go?
I have my there are a few. There's some pop psych that I'm fine with. Open Mind is one. Tomorrow. I can kind of handle July. I know a lot of people like July.
Love July.
But yes, my collection varies. It really does. It's all over the place. But I think for the most part, I do like a heavier edge. Even when it comes to jazz, I like heavy experimental jazz. Tony Williams, Lifetime, like Emergency, the Emergency album, stuff like that. That's the kind of jazz that I like, heavy, almost rock-infused jazz. I do have some miles, like Bitches Brew and stuff like that. But they're kind of the anomalies, right, as far as I feel when it comes to jazz. But yes, I like heavy stuff.
Right.
I don't have a massive heavy metal collection, but I like a heavy vibe to just about everything, especially psych. I'm 99.9% heavy fuzz psych. Harmonizing's not a big thing for me either. I liked what you just played. I think, Yeah, I mean, without starting to get into stuff and sounding like I'm bashing things, which I don't want it to sound like I am. I like all kinds of stuff. I hang mostly in the heavy range,
Yeah,
no matter
yeah.
what I'm listening to, or avant-garde or experimental. I always say the anomaly within the discography are the things that I tend to want to lean towards. So the one odd album within a band, some people would say that's weird, or man, they got really strange. And that, I think a perfect example, we were talking about this last time, is the first Soft Machine. I love that album. It isn't
It is
like
good.
anything else they put out after. They completely changed, in my opinion. They got super jazzy.
They got too jazzy.
I absolutely agree. That's exactly what if you can kind of spread that out under an umbrella, that's exactly where I live with all types of music.
I like to keep my jazz out of my heavy side, or my rock for the most part.
Yeah, I think there's a place for it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so 90s, it's heavy 90s. It's Nirvana, it's Soundgarden, not Jellyfish, not Oasis.
No. Kim loves Oasis. I can't handle it. I would listen to the Beatles if I was going to listen to Oasis, and I'm not a big fan of the Beatles. I get what they've done. I understand it's good music. It just doesn't vibe with me. Like many bands, I don't just want to pick out one band, but we like what we like, right?
Yeah.
And so Soundgarden, and I get it, Tad, Green River, who else? Superfuzz.
Yeah, I love Green River. I do like Green River and Mudhoney a lot, and Tad.
Yeah. Mudhoney.
Heavy, sludgy guitars.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of where I hang when I listen to Doom, Pentagram, Wretch, stuff like that. Really, I wouldn't call it super sludgy. I'd call it more ominous, on the more ominous edge of Doom. What else? Stoner rock, of course, and all the desert, lots of the desert stuff, the desert scene. Not Queens. I don't like Queens of the Stone Age very much.
Neither do I. I miss the whole desert thing, the stoner rock, the doom. It just kind of passed me by, and I haven't gotten back. You played a song on one of your streams. Oh, I like that. There's a few songs that I was liking. Like, I need a few more genres in my collecting habits. I don't need that, but I do like good music.
I did mention that it's a relatively affordable genre because they're all essentially OGs for the most part.
Yeah.
So I love Brant Bjork. I love everything he does, his multiple side projects. Of course, he played with Caius. He played drums in Caius. But he went out on his own, like the Brant Bjork Trio and stuff like that, his solo stuff. I love Brant. I've got a giant collection of Brant. I probably got at least 20 Brant-related albums. But I like Caius. What is the one the singer Garcia went to do? Why am I'm having a brain fart on that one. Black Keys. We were having an interesting conversation about Black Keys on the last stream. Of course, I had an incredible buzz, and the filter tends to come off a little bit when I'm buzzed. But yeah, so we talked about roots, ground level discovery of bands. I found this band when they were on NPR, and they only played them at 3 a.m. Now they're billionaires, and they sold out, man. That whole, conversation, which holds a lot of water in my book. Yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you hate Eric Clapton and Radiohead?
No. I don't hate either. I don't hate Clapton, and I don't hate Radiohead. I don't know anything about Radiohead. I can't say I'd own any of their shit. I'm not interested in Radiohead. But if you didn't like Radiohead either, would you be a dink for saying you didn't like them? Eric Clapton? Blind Faith and Cream, yes. Anything after that, derivative. I'll say it
Yeah,
again, derivative.
I agree.
And there are quite a few guitar players I can say the same thing about, regardless of how good they are, about how good a showman they are. That's just how I feel about it, you know? And if I were on your channel or anyone else's channel and we talked about it, I wouldn't bring it. I don't bring it up like people have to bring up things they hate for some reason. I don't quite understand that either. It's like, we weren't even talking about that. And they're like, I can't stand that kind of music. I don't get it. If we're talking about it and the subject comes up, things naturally, get talked about. So you branch out.
Do you
There can-
like, I'm sorry, do you like early Bee Gees?
I think if I could handle any Bee Gees besides, I gotta say, I might have some Bee Gees on 8-track down here. I might. I just might. There might be something down there. Would maybe be Odessa. I think I could handle that.
Yeah.
I think I don't know a ton about the Bee Gees, but I know they were searching for a vibe for a long time. So I'm not sure when they actually got their feet planted in what it was that they really wanted to do, unless they finally caught on to the disco thing, and that's where they caught some traction.
Those first 3 or 4 albums are great. I've got a box right there of just their 3 albums from '67. It's great. It's definitely pop psych, but it's good. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, people feel the way they feel about music. It's a very, it can be a polarizing subject. It's almost the same as politics. Like, you could get into arguments about it. And I don't think it makes any sense to argue about it at all. Ask a question, you get a response. If you like what you like and I like what I like, I don't see an issue there at all. Is your collection my collection? How much of my collection would you actually like if we had the trade collections? You know what I mean? So, people specialize in certain genres of music. They specialize in certain historical aspects. We all have our strong suits. And we all have something that we know absolutely nothing about. So don't speak to it if you don't know anything about it. The reason I speak so firmly about certain things is, first off, I'm a musician, and I've been a musician since I was 14. I played drums, and I've sang in bands. I understand what good music is. And that can take you in any direction at all, including what is better, OG or a repress? Well, I don't know because I don't have a comparison to AB, but I have a good ear for what sounds good. And so I know what I own if I know it, if it sounds good or not. And that has to be enough. For me, I know you're a variant guy and you like hearing ABs, and it's a big deal to you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I just use my ear to say, this is a great sounding album. Sometimes I've listened to an album and it didn't sound good, and I did track down another one that sounded better, but I would always move the prior one that I had to kind of give a little bit towards the one that I did just buy. So it happens. And I still have some stinkers in there that don't sound really good. But I also like to focus on, I like to keep those things kind of for the in-between, the doldrum portions of, the seasonal affective months of the year when you can really kind of scrutinize in your collection and you go, now I'm going to look for a different variant of this one. I'm going to look for this one, but I'm going to try not to actually spend any money out of my pocket. I'd like to try to move this one for a different one, so I'm always keeping that in mind too, and it's difficult to do, especially the bubble has not burst yet with the vinyl thing, and I'm wondering when it's gonna. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. It's pretty popular here in Los Angeles. They're everywhere. I don't know that many people have as many 8-tracks as you do. I have a good chunk of 8-tracks, and I don't know many people buying CDs. It's either streaming or it's vinyl. And I'm curious as to, Do you have many record stores around where you live? I have a ton, and I do hit them often.
No, no, I wouldn't say a ton. I could name maybe 3 in the state that are worth going to, but it's difficult for me at this point in my collecting because I'm so discerning about the stuff I put in my collection that I never ever think I'm going to find any of the stuff. And I don't per se have a list, but if I was thumbing through, I would know, yes, that's one that I want. There aren't a lot of stores around here that have excellent shit. It's mostly dig through the bins and see what you got. They play this game with you, which I hate. Where's the psych? It's just look around, and there's 10,000, records that you got to dig through, and I'd prefer to not even waste my time because you're playing a game with me when you don't say I have a psych section here to send you to. If you don't have your things set up categorically and you just got A to Z and there's jazz over there and there's rock and there's soundtracks, everything else is just kind of stuffed in between. You're obviously playing a game with me and I don't have time for it. So I tend to spend most of my time just searching online. I enjoy digging, but I don't like wasting my time. And I hate that whole vibe where you're digging and it's absolute shit and you go, well, I got to buy something because I'm here. And you go, not another fucking Bread album. Is this the best you got?
In Amoeba, I'll get there, and if you don't buy anything, you're paying $8 in parking. If you buy something, parking's free. I have many records that are $6 or $7 just to save on parking.
That's your parking collection.
Yeah, exactly. We should do a parking stream. Here's what I bought when I was using parking. But I love record stores. I walk in and go, "You have a psych section," and I love it when they say yes. But usually it's mixed in with the rock. At Amoeba Records, it's in the oldies section. There's no real psych section. It's in oldies. But that's what I look for right off the bat. I walk into a store, I look in the walls and just see what they have, usually looking at 90s or psych or Northwest related oldies stuff that I collect.
But you like to just be led right to the area of your liking, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You don't
right
want to spend fucking 3 hours not finding anything.
Yeah.
You're breathing in all that dust. Every time another album, you're breathing in more dust. And I just kind of got sick of it. And now this brings up the parking thing, right? Because the 2 stores that are kind of close to me, maybe 30 minutes, there's no parking in the entire town. It's one of those situations where you got to sit and wait for someone to leave, and then no parking lots, limited street parking, and a few meters within an entire town. It's not a big town, but still. And one of them has a ton of these like OB type of repressed psych. They got an incredible psych section and they can lead you right exactly where you want to go. I want heavy psych right here. Doom over here. Classic rock over here. Jazz here. What kind of jazz? But you can't find a place to park. So the last time I went, I spent way too much time trying to find somewhere to park. And then in the other store that has kind of the regular bin stuff and you find some neat stuff, they say they're open, but you drive there and for some reason they're closed. But their Google page says they're open. So I just get frustrated with the whole thing. So I tend to do Discogs and eBay. And so I've got a cart, a watch list with a bunch of stuff. And I just keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
I wish there were good places. There are quite a few places in Philadelphia, but then that's a whole other thing. That an entire day, just forget. You're going to spend a whole day by the time you drive there, pay for parking, walk. One of their blocks is like 4 normal blocks. And so you're spending an entire day there. You're not just going to run to Philadelphia and hit a couple stores. Having said that, there are some great stores in Philadelphia. Yeah.
I've never shopped for records in Philadelphia.
Yeah. If you ever end up there, let me know.
Yeah, I'd love to. For sure. We have VinylCon coming here in 2 weeks, which they were here last September, and it was actually a very good record convention. Do you hit any conventions?
I've been to one convention. It was in Pennsylvania. I didn't find a whole lot. I found Armageddon, the one with Bobby Caldwell. That's the best I found there. I found it tedious. I found it extremely smelly. There are a lot of smelly record collectors. Is that happen where you're at? It's just shouldn't there be a degree booth where they're giving you free samples of antiperspirant and stuff like it? Because there were some stinky, gnarly dudes there, man. And I feel bad for those 2 women that were there looking for records because they just got bombarded. I just happen to want to dig in the same crate that the one lady is in. They had some decent stuff. Again, I'm just getting so particular about the things I want in my collection that sometimes I just want to wait and just see how the prices work. And for instance, those Toad LPs that I got, the first Toad self-titled and Tomorrow Blue. I've been wanting those albums for over 10 years. And I just waited and waited and waited until I found exactly what I wanted. But I also flipped some stuff that I didn't listen to anymore. And that gave me a little bit of a bankroll to buy these albums because I'm not typically into spending hundreds of dollars for a record. But these were so important to me.
Right.
And I do consider them grails. I don't say it much, but they are grails for me, and I'm very happy to have those. The purchases are few and far between just because of that. But having said that, when it does happen, it's like 100, standard bin buys. The joy I feel, the satisfaction.
We have a shop called Record Safari here, and he has a ton of great psych reissues. He doesn't get too many OGs, but everything from hard psych, pop psych, heavy psych, it's great. So I always pick up. I've got a ton of reissues, just like I probably should know this, or by cover, blind buy. It's $12, $15. It's great. So I've gotten a lot of things that way.
That's interesting. I used to do that more in the past. But here's where you can end up with a loss. That Italian press record with the hideous art. If you're just going by cover art, I would pass it 1,000 times by.
Yeah.
Because it would just look like hideous early 80s metal. But it's not. It's the complete opposite. So you are right there. You could miss out on some great stuff by not taking those chances.
I agree.
Yeah. Well,
so you're gonna play another thing, or are you done?
You want to hear one more?
I'll hear one more song from you.
Why don't we hear one more, and then we'll tuck everybody in for the evening. How's that?
Yeah.
You mind tucking the fellers and fellettes in the crowd in?
That works.
Okay. Let's do it. I already got it set up. You know this one. I know you know this one.
Yep. Dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
Great.
I'm going to play you the first song off of side 1 off this, because like your Grand Theft, this has got some great screaming in the beginning. This guy likes to scream. Like the dude from Warhorse. You have the Warhorse album?
I do. The couple,
another
yes.
screamer. We should do a whole screamer.
Just screamer, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a themed thing. Give us your best scream. I'd go back to Grand Theft.
That's a great one. Okay, let's hear one more. This is for you guys out in the crowd. Zepp wants to hear one more. Who else? Adrian, I know she wants to hear one more. Here we go. One more for you. No charge. Oh.
That's a good fuzzy album.
Yes. Love that fuzz. I really want to get that Open Mind. I'd like to have that. I don't care what variant it is. I had the second one that you showed. Not that 80s one.
The one with the original cover, but still a repress.
Yeah. That's one. Yeah, that's a good one. That's one of those ones that's kind of like I mentioned it's right on the edge, pop psych kind of thing, but I can handle it.
That's a good one. I like that. Sure. So when are you doing this again? Are you back, or is this just a trial thing, or what's the deal?
I think I just need a good reason to want to do it. If I can get people, of your caliber in to share, their awesome collections, I'd probably do it more. I wouldn't say back. Usually almost twice a week. I did for too long. I just want to be motivated in the right ways to do it. I don't want to do it just as a knee-jerk kind of thing. But if, you want to come back in the future, we can do a Saturday thing again. We could do another Thursday. Be fine with me.
Yeah. You didn't stutter video-wise this whole stream. I think you found the issue. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for the, hey, stupid.
Hit that button.
You see that button thing? Click it. And apparently that's been the issue the whole time. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
Yes. So, Dave, Ivan, it looks like Ivan, but is he really particular about how you say he wants Ivan? Is that what's going on?
I think it's Yvonne.
Like Drago? Drago! Nate, thanks for coming by. Adrian, I hope all's well out there in Kalakalani. That's one of the unknown islands in Hawaii, if you didn't know that, Chris. Look it up.
Well,
or don't look it up. It's not.
Is there any psych bands from Hawaii?
Classic rock? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I
don't know. It's not Manal, right? You have Manal?
Nope.
You don't have Manal?
Nope.
Oh, my God. I have to pull that. Is that Mexican? I think it is.
I love my Mexican side.
Can't play it on YouTube. They don't like it.
Mm.
How about Neil Merriweather? You know Neil Merriweather?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm not just saying these to make you look stupid.
It's I know what I know, and I definitely don't know what I don't.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys coming out and hanging with us tonight. We've had a steady 20-ish people here, which is great. Thing is, you don't do it consistently, you can't expect the same following, right? And I think for as many times as I was trying to hump that football tonight, we did pretty good. You ever hear that saying? It's like a monkey humping a football. He just can't get himself on top of it the right way to get it done. Ivan, take care of you. Yvonne, I'm sorry. I'm just a stupid American, Yvonne. Don't worry. Don't listen to me, all right? We're all stupid here. Yeah, good to see you, Nate, Adrian. Zep, thanks for coming by, buddy. Yes, I agree. Great pairing, Zep says. Randy who? We got to get Randy's audio worked out because the dude's got one of the sickest collections ever.
He does. He's got some stuff.
Yes. Kimba, what can I say? Good woman. Dave, I think he went to sleep. To everyone else out there tonight, listen, I appreciate you coming by. I hope you enjoyed the music. Did you enjoy the music, people out there in the crowd? Chris, did you enjoy the music?
I did.
I enjoyed the music thoroughly. I enjoyed your company. Thank you for enticing me to come up and want to do a stream. Thanks for helping me work out the tech issues. They are now eradicated. We will do this again as soon as you want to. You just let me know, and I will make time. You want to do a Thursday or Saturday, just let me know which one.
Perfect.
I don't think either one is worse or better. Depends on what people's schedules are, really, I think, in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you want to hang backstage for a minute when I cut this,
Okay.
we can chat for a minute.
Thank you, everybody.
Sean, sorry, buddy. Almost forgot about you. Eric, thanks for stopping by, my friend. We're going to do like a Saturday stream, and then we'll bring all the people up to chat afterwards. But I wanted to introduce you to my good friend, my new good buddy, Mr. Piper. Or Pipper. I don't depend. If you're European, it might be Pipper. I'm not sure.
Vinyl Piper.
All right. Chris, thank you for stopping by. I enjoyed the music and the chat.
Thank you, Katya.
Let me do this thing here. And then I'll say goodnight to everybody. Take care. If you missed anything, go on, rewind back on it. It's going to be here for the duration. Trust me. Take care of yourselves, people. I'll see you really soon. Good night.